Zawina never thought her life would change so drastically when she left the warm embrace of her small African village to study in America. The campus was huge, with towering brick buildings, sprawling green lawns, and students buzzing around like bees. Back home, the skies were wide and open, the air crisp and clean, but here, in this foreign land, everything felt closer, louder, and so much busier. Zawina's friend, Naomi, had helped her navigate the complexities of American college life. They'd met during orientation, bonding over their shared love for music and their African heritage. Naomi, though born in the States, had Tanzanian roots, while Zawina hailed from a small, picturesque village nestled at the base of rolling hills in East Africa. Together, they shared laughs over cultural differences, tried new foods, and explored every corner of the bustling city just outside the college gates. But Zawina never expected to fall for Naomi's brother, Jaden. It all started on a Saturday afternoon. Naomi had invited Zawina over to her family's house for the weekend, wanting to give her friend a break from the pressures of school. Naomi's parents were out of town, leaving the house quiet and spacious. Their home was nothing like Zawina's back in Africa. Here, the walls were adorned with modern art. Zawina's village was filled with mud brick houses, straw roofs, and the hum of nature all around. But she loved the sense of home Naomi's house gave her, even in this modern American setting. That evening, Zawina and Naomi were sprawled out on the living room floor, textbooks and papers spread out around them as they worked on an assignment. The sound of laughter and music from outside made Zawina glance toward the window. Jaden, Naomi's younger brother, had just come home from basketball practice. His tall, athletic frame moved effortlessly as he shot hoops in the driveway. He was only a year younger than Naomi and Zawina, but to Zawina, he'd always seemed more mature than most boys his age. He was kind, always asking about her life back home, and never missing an opportunity to offer her a shy smile. "Your brother's good at basketball," Zawina commented casually, her eyes lingering a little too long on Jaden's smooth movements. Naomi chuckled. "He's obsessed. Thinks he'll go pro one day." The evening passed quietly, but Zawina couldn't shake the image of Jaden from her mind. Later that night, when Naomi excused herself to take a call, Zawina found herself wandering into the kitchen, where Jaden was grabbing a late-night snack. "Hey," he said, flashing her that same shy smile. "You staying the weekend?" Zawina nodded, feeling her heart race a little. "Yeah, Naomi invited me. How was practice?" They talked for a bit, the conversation light and easy. Zawina hadn't expected it, but she enjoyed Jaden's company. He had a way of making her feel comfortable, like they'd known each other forever. As the night went on, they sat at the kitchen counter, laughing and talking about everything from school to life in Africa. Over the next few weeks, Zawina found herself spending more time at Naomi's house, sometimes more eager to see Jaden than Naomi herself. She tried to ignore the growing feelings she had for him, reminding herself that he was her best friend's younger brother. But it was hard to resist the way his smile made her feel, or the way he looked at her when Naomi wasn't paying attention. It wasn't long before things started to change between them. One Friday night, Zawina and Naomi were having another sleepover at Naomi's house. After Naomi fell asleep, Zawina snuck downstairs to get some water. She didn't expect to find Jaden there, sitting alone in the dimly lit kitchen. He looked up, surprised but happy to see her. "Couldn't sleep? Just thirsty," she replied, feeling her pulse quicken as she poured herself a glass of water. They sat in silence for a few moments before Jaden broke it. "You know, I like spending time with you," he admitted, his voice low but sincere. Zawina's heart skipped a beat. She set the glass down and turned to face him, her eyes searching his. "I like spending time with you too." And then, in a moment that felt both inevitable and completely unexpected, Jaden leaned in and kissed her. Over the next few weeks, Zawina and Jaden's secret relationship blossomed. They stole moments together whenever they could, quiet walks in the park, late-night talks on the porch, and kisses exchanged when Naomi wasn't around. Zawina knew it was wrong to keep it from Naomi, but she couldn't bring herself to end things with Jaden. He made her feel special in a way she hadn't felt before, like she truly belonged in this new world she was still trying to navigate. But secrets have a way of unraveling. One evening, Naomi invited Zawina over to study, as they often did. Jaden had been away at practice all afternoon, so Zawina didn't expect to see him when she arrived. But as soon as she walked through the front door, her heart dropped. Naomi stood in the hallway, arms crossed, her face a mix of confusion and anger. Behind her, Jaden sat on the couch, looking sheepish. "What's going on?" Naomi asked, her voice sharp. Zawina felt the world spin. She hadn't prepared for this moment. She never thought Naomi would find out this way. "Naomi, she started, but words failed her. "You and Jaden?" Naomi's eyes were wide with disbelief. "How long has this been going on?" Jaden stood up, trying to calm the situation. "Naomi, listen, it's not what you think." But Naomi wasn't having it. "Not what I think? My best friend and my brother? Behind my back?" Zawina felt tears welling up in her eyes. She had never wanted to hurt Naomi. She loved Jaden, but she loved Naomi too, and the thought of losing her best friend over this was unbearable. "Why didn't you just tell me?" Naomi's voice broke, hurt lacing every word. "You're my best friend, Zawina.
I would have understood maybe.
But you hid it from me." The tension in the room was thick, the silence deafening as the weight of betrayal settled between them. Zawina could barely meet Naomi's eyes. She had wanted to protect their friendship, but in doing so, she had only made things worse. "I'm sorry," Zawina whispered, her voice shaky. "I never wanted to hurt you." Naomi took a deep breath, her shoulders slumping. I just need some time." And with that, she turned and walked upstairs, leaving Zawina and Jaden standing alone in the quiet house. The days that followed were tense. Naomi stopped inviting Zawina over, and their once easy conversations became strained. Jaden tried to comfort Zawina, assuring her that things would get better, but Zawina couldn't shake the guilt that gnawed at her every time she saw Naomi in class or passed her in the hallway. Zawina knew she had to make a choice. She couldn't continue seeing Jaden in secret. It wasn't fair to Naomi, and it wasn't fair to herself. She loved Jaden, but she loved Naomi too, and she couldn't bear to lose her best friend forever. One afternoon, Zawina knocked on Naomi's dorm room door. When Naomi opened it, the tension was still there, but Zawina could see the sadness in her friend's eyes. "I'm sorry," Zawina said again, her voice filled with emotion. "I should have told you. I should have been honest." Naomi sighed, leaning against the doorframe. "I just don't understand why you didn't trust me." "I was scared," Zawina admitted. "Scared of losing you. Scared of what you'd think." Naomi looked at her for a long moment before nodding. "I don't know if I can forget this, Zawina, but I'll try. Just give me time." Zawina nodded, tears in her eyes. "I understand." As she walked away, Zawina felt a strange mix of relief and sadness. She had no idea what the future held for her and Jaden, or if her friendship with Naomi would ever be the same, but she knew one thing for certain. She had to start being honest, with herself, with Jaden, and with Naomi. Because in the end, love wasn't just about how you felt. It was about the choices you made.